It's the comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter grind. What's on my mind? Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter cast. It might make you laugh. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Okay, man, where's the clock? Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, man. Listen. Hey, it's your host of this podcast, Uncooked Chicken, NateNathaNathaniel. All three is me. All three of them. I got one name, covers everything. Nate, Nathan, and Nathaniel. Yep, that's me. I got split personalities, man, I'm telling you. So that's probably why I got three names, because I got split personality. All right, that's what's going on. All right, here's my tag. I am the most creatist. Now, people say, well, what's creatist? You know, creatist is like create and great at the same time, right? So I can guarantee you I'm the most creatist comedian that you never, ever heard of. You ain't heard of me, but you're going to, but you ain't yet. It's just, what they call this? They call it grassroots. Well, it's the grassroots. Yeah, he's a grassroots comedian, and he's gonna come up, and he's gonna be like, pow, there he is. Pow! I knew that boy back when. Yeah. I knew that old man back when. Listen, man, I'm telling you. So, I do this podcast in my car row, you know, because, listen, I got to maximize time, right? Listen, my weekends are for me, right? But my carpool, listen, my commute's for you. My weekend's for me. My commute is for you. I'm doing it for the people. Now listen, this is going to be a pop culture, comedic improv podcast, all in one. And I'm every time I give you a podcast, I'm going to give you 3 FUs, right? 3 F for you. Now, when I say F, I mean that's what the topic's going to be. It's going to be 3 F topics and for you. So FUs, right? 3 FUs. You feel me? Ain't that creative? Man, I wish I was not so creative, but I is what I is, my goodness. Ha! Yeah. Now, again, this is a commuter cast. So, I'm in my car. It is a hybrid, and it's a little quiet, so you got some space, but you're going to hear some outside noises. You're going to hear, right now it's raining, so that's my ambiance. They like, well, what's your thing? What's your ambiance? My ambiance is the road, the things on the road. It's my ambiance. You can hear the tick, the drizzle, right? The drizzle, right? I say, why Snoop Dogg go outside and he don't need an umbrella, right? Because he likes the drizzle. My nizzle. I know that was sad. I'm just saying, he likes the drizzle, my nizzle. Anyway, listen. That's it. Okay. So today is the Father's Day edition of Uncooked Chicken. The Father's Day edition of Uncooked Chicken. So I'm going to give you 3 F words, but Father's Day, that's what it is. What's what it do? Listen, the first thing I'm going to give you the funny I'm working on. The funny I'm working on, my guy. And the second thing I'm going to give you is the familiar, what's going on. And these are not a stuff of the milk. And last time I gave you is Father's Day story. Father's Day edition. Father's Day story. Yeah, it's a team, my guy. 3 F's for you. All right, remember, I'm giving my commuting time to the people. You're welcome. All right, so listen. Man, here's a joke I've been kind of spitballing, working on. I like musicals, man. I know, like, black people not supposed to like musical. We supposed to only like the Wiz, right? Old school Wiz with with that's what the boomers like, the Wiz. And so since my parents are boomers, I like the Wiz. And if you know what the Wiz is, people, Google it up and you'll see Michael Jackson in the fro. He's the Scarecrow. All right, just letting you know. Ease on down the road. Right? Diana Ross was Dorothy. Don't you carry nothing. Right? Man, Mike. I don't know the words, but go ease on down. And they did it with a little more soul, right? A little soul, a little dancing. Dancing was pretty on point, right? All right. Put your left foot out. Anyway, just like, stop it. Stop doing all that. All right. So anyway, but see, nowadays, like the black musical, like black people now are gravitating to, what's that one show? Hamilton. Because Hamilton's got like hip hop and rap in it and stuff. And I seen Hamilton. Yeah. But I seen it online. Like I didn't go to I couldn't afford to go to it, man. So I had to watch it on the app. But I watched it. So I know what it's about. And that's that's the new thing. That's like black people now have watched that one. That's their new Wiz. It's Hamilton. Hamilton's the new Wiz. Okay? Just letting you know. Listen, I'm keeping you in the loop of black culture. You're welcome. All right. Anyway, so when I was a kid, man, I love musicals, man. The musical that popped to me, because it was only one channel, right? We only had one channel, one station. And the musical that popped to me was The Sound of Music, right? The Sound of Music, you know, she would be singing that song. She be in her little blue dress, right? I think she had a yellow shirt on, right? She'd be, the hills are alive with the sound of music. And in the background, I go, right? And she would sing "Do a Deer," right? Do a deer, a female deer, right? Right, and she would sing musicals, man, and I was like, man, I wish I could sing me a musical. I wish I could relate to that. But the problem was I didn't have a white nanny at the house. I didn't have a white nanny, and I didn't have like 5, 6, 7 brothers and sisters to sing and make puppet shows and all that stuff. We didn't do all that. We didn't do it. And I couldn't relate, like doe a deer, a female deer, right? She like doe. I'm like, there wasn't no does in the hood, so I had to make it my own. I had to reenact how the Sound of Music would be for me, right? Like, if I would make that song when I was little, I was like, well, let me call it The Sound of Bullets. Let me do something that's relatable, right? Because we didn't have those. Okay, actually, stop. We had three does in the hood. We had 3 does in the hood. Okay. The first doe in the hood was Ice Cube. Ice Cube and Boys in the Hood, Doughboy. That was the first doe in the hood. And then, so we had Doughboy in the hood. We had also a warning, and then also kind of like a paternity test, like finding out who your daddy is, right? So we had that. We had Ice Cube, right? Doughboy. We had a warning, and then also paternity. That was only the 3 does that I had in the hood, right? So we already told you about Ice Cube, Doughboy. The second one was a warning. Like, my mama's like, hey, baby, you see that crack house down the street? I said, yeah. She said, don't go in there. That's a crack house. Don't go in there. I said, okay, I won't go in there, right? So that was my second doe in the hood, was a warning of the crack house down the street. And I asked my mom one day, I said, Mama, where Daddy at? I never met him, Mama. My mama, where Daddy at? My daddy, she said, boy, don't you know that crack house down the street? I said, yeah. She said, listen, don't you know your daddy live there? Don't you know your daddy live there? I said, man, look at that. That's the 3 does that I had. 3 does in the hood, right? Paternity test, 23andMe. Listen, they tried to make you take a 23andMe. Listen, look, I don't need 23s of me's. Listen, I'm trying to keep my paycheck. Stop it. Trying to keep the dollar. I ain't trying to be broke back mountain. I know that movie was different than what I'm talking about, but I ain't trying to be broke. Make 23s of me. No, that's called entrapment. I ain't doing it. Just let you know. Just people like, oh, that's not nice. Okay, whatever. whatever. But anyway, I'm talking about musicals, right? With Julie Andrews, with Sound of Music. I call it the Sound of Bullets, right? So I'm thinking that, man, how would my musical sound? How would my do, re, mi sound, right? So I'm thinking, man, mine would be something like probably do, dinero, that's cash money. Ray is a blind genius with so me. That's me, cause I am him. Far away my daddy go. No. So is bitches getting stitches. La, we break the la, lay low. No tea for me, Kool-Aid, which would bring us back to do dinero. That's my sound, the Bullets. That's my musical, right? Yeah, man. Listen, this is a live cast. I messed up in the middle. I can't believe NateNathaNathaniel, he messed up in the middle, and he still produced it. This man said it was uncooked chicken, and he did not lie. Oh, he's so good. I love him. I just love that man. Thank you. I thank you very much. Remember, I told you, I am the most creative comedian ever heard of. So as I'm spitballing, I'm creating, and sometimes, you know, I gotta recalibrate. Sometimes, listen, it don't all come out like it's supposed to, but it's called a practice, baby. It's a practice, right? The 5 P's. Perfect practice produces perfect performance. So I'm gonna practice this a couple more times before I get on the comedic stage and do it. But I'm just giving you the rawness. That's just raw, baby. It's raw. It's uncooked chicken. You feel me? Yeah, you know. You know how we do it. Up in here. Now listen, that was the funny that I'm working on. The familiar that's going on is freaking P-DiD-He. Yeah, P-DiD-He, like P-DiD-He. Yeah, maybe that's what his name should be, like P, because it was like, oh, did he really do that kind of stuff? Like, he's abusive to women and stuff, and all these things are coming out. He's just, man, like aggressive and keeping women, you know, they hit servitude and just abusing, putting hands on them. It's like, you're like, oh, nah, not P-DiD-He, right? Not P-DiD-He, right? And now he should change his name to Didn't He, like P-Didn't-He. Yeah, you know he did, right? Did P-Did-He? P-Didn't-He. You know, what did P didn't do? Because P did a lot of things. That's why he P-Diddy, right? That's why he dropped the P. He's dropped the P because he didn't want anybody to know what the P really stood for. We thought it was Puff Daddy, right? No, it was like Predator. That's what the P stood for. It's just Predator Daddy. That's what he gave us the clue. Predator. Now he's just trying to go by Diddy. Like, did he do it? Hell yeah, he did it. Ask me, did he? Yeah, he did. So the video came out, man. Video came out. This dude, and it was probably 10 years ago, but still, like, see, Diddy been paying off a lot of people. People come in and put charges against him and how he's abusive, and then like 10 hours later, they're paid off. You know what I mean? I always felt like if you are innocent, my guy, why are you paying somebody to keep quiet, right? Oh, wait a minute. Is there a trial going on right now, including an adult entertainer that and people wanted to keep it quiet? I wonder if there's something that's going on right now, something very I don't know, presidential. That's interesting how people want to pay hush money to keep things quiet on the DL. It's the down, liggy low. That's just interesting, right? So P-Diddy, man, right? So, yeah, he paying all these people off 10 hours later. Every time somebody brings something up, pow, here go the money, pow. He talk about more money, more problems. Listen, money just makes you more what you are. That's it. P-Diddy's a predator. He just more of a predator because he got money. So he just hides it like P-Diddy's an ass, right? So because he got money, he's a rich ass, right? He's a rich ass. That's all it is, right? Pushing women, he's a bitch ass. I'm just telling you what he is. Listen, don't push women. You ain't got to put your hands on a woman. Kicking a woman on that video, and he comes out with an apology. I'm very sorry. I had dark times, and I'm sorry. This has been. You only sorry because the video come out. Everybody always sorry when their ass get caught. Like, I'm sorry now. Are you sorry that it happened, or are you sorry that the whole world see it? What you do in the dark, let me tell you, it come out in the light. It come out in the light. So P-Diddy, the P is for predator. That's why he dropped the P. That's why he dropped the P. Listen, and I'm not saying it's the women's fault at all. I'm not even going there. But he is a predator. And predators usually have, I don't know, some characteristics, right? So like when you guys were like laying in the bed, right, and you looked over, and like he started like camouflaging, like becoming like clear, like he was the same like fabric of the sheets, right? Was that like a clue that, oh my God, he might be a predator. You're right. He might be a predator, right? He started making those little sounds, you know, those predator sounds, those. You're like, oh, that sounds alien. Is he predator? I mean, didn't you hear that, honey? Honey, didn't you hear P-Diddy going? Didn't you hear it? Huh? You know, and then last thing, you know, he got low hair. When the dreads came out, when he started getting the predator dreads, wasn't that just a sign? Didn't you see the predator dreads come out? Right? Sometimes women, we got to pay attention. You got to pay attention when a predator is in your bed. That's all I'm saying. Pay attention. But it ain't the women's fault. It's friggin' predator Diddy. Diddy, hell yeah, he did. Right? Listen. I miss Biggie. That's all I got to say. I miss Biggie. That's the rain hitting the windshield, my guy. That's what that is. Like, what's that? Oh, that's a nice sound effect. I thought he said it was uncooked. Why is he throwing the sound effect in it? That's called Mother Nature with the tick-tock. That's the rain, okay? So it's still unedited. Relax, baby. Relax. It's gonna be good. Yeah. All right, this last F, guys. This last F for you. I'm dropping Fs for you all day. What's the grade F for you? As I go to my first hustle. Yeah, man. And it's raining. Gotta put my boots on. Listen, you don't care about what I gotta do. You just want to know about Father's Day. Listen, man, my father, rest his soul, my father was a rolling stone. Yeah. Wherever he laid his head was his home. And when he died, all he left me was alone. Actually, he left me some brothers and sisters. Let me stop right there. Listen, Daddy was a Rolling Stone. Hell, shit, Daddy need to take a 23andMe. Rest his soul. If Daddy took a 23andMe, I might have 23 more me's out there, right? Man, I got like 4 brothers and 2 sisters that I know of. Listen, so Daddy didn't leave me a tribe. Let's tell you, Daddy left me a basketball team, right? He might have left me an NFL starting lineup. It might be, there might be 5 more. It might be 5 to 6 more, right? Just tell you. Now, why didn't he say hockey team? I wonder why NateNathaNathaniel didn't say he could have had a hockey team starting lineup. Come on, man. I do like hockey, though. Listen. I know, right? Like, he likes musicals and he likes hockey? Ooh, that sounds mighty white of you, NateNathaNathaniel. I know, when I was younger, I liked the Blackhawks. The Chicago Blackhawks, stop it. I ain't gonna tell you. Listen, we were play street hockey. We were the first black athletes that played hockey. In Gary, Indiana. Yes, we were. Listen, we would play street hockey. I was scored by Exposito. I don't even know Exposito's first name, but I was Exposito. Going down there, playing street hockey in the alley. Scored by Exposito. You don't know who Exposito is? Google it up. Google it up. Listen, they got tools now, right on your fingertips. Tools. Anyway, Papa was a Rolling Stone. And he left me a team, and I got it. He left me a squad. You know, shout out to my auntie. She kept it together. Woo, baby, she did. Love her. Love her. I ain't gonna lie to you. Love her. Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you, Pops, man, he would come around every about, I don't know, 6-7 years. So I knew who he was. I called him his first name because he wasn't in home. You gotta earn the dag tag. You right? You ain't just gonna get the dag tag because you donated. Because you donated a little juice, you think you dad? Nah, bro, you gonna have to do the work. You gonna have to put in some work, my guy. You gonna do some heavy lifting. Yeah, you ain't just gonna drop something and leave and then come back once in a while. And you gonna think you can get the dad tag? Nah, bro. Your first name is your name. That's what it is. Why you call your daddy the first name? Because that's his name. You gotta earn that tag. Daddy. Come on, man. Anyway, here's a Rolling Stone. Man, he came around when I was little, man. I was excited. Like, oh, Dad's coming to visit me. He's gonna spend the night. Now, we know why he was spending the night. But I was young. I didn't know it was the brown chicken. Bucket chicken. I didn't know that. I just thought he was hanging out with his little son. Daddy, Papa, gonna stay tonight. Oh, Papa, so excited, Papa. Right? So Daddy's like, oh, I'm gonna give you some advice. All right, Dad. Well, Papa's gonna give me some advice, Papa. You know, he's like, hey, when you go to bed at night, don't sleep with anything on. Just be free. You know, it's good to be free. And I'm like, oh, don't wear the underoos. You don't wear it. Just be free. Yeah, that's what you be free. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You go to sleep, just be free. Now listen, I was young, and my daddy's giving me advice on the best way to sleep. It was manly advice. I was like, this is great. This is amazing. My dad's giving me some advice. It's better to sleep in the nude. Ha! So let me go ahead and take these underoos off. Let me get in bed. Thank God he wasn't Puff Daddy. Thank God he wasn't a predator. Right? I mean, he wasn't responsible. Like, so he definitely was predating on women, you know. But thank God he wasn't that other type of predator. So I'm in the bed, man, and I got my underoos off, and I'm just laying down, and man, let me tell you something. Talking about Ichy-McScratchy. My goodness, I think about 20-30 minutes I tried that, man. I had to put the underoos back on. I was like, that don't feel right. That don't feel right. Right? I had to put them on. So listen, I'm telling you, that was the advice that my father gave. I remember that. Why? I don't know, because maybe it was a bad experience, but that was my father's advice for me, right? To sleep with no boxer, no brief, right? No boxer, no brief. Listen, let me tell you something. No boxer, no brief is problems, okay? Ichy-McScratchy. Every advice that you get is not good advice. Okay, that's what I learned that day. That's my Father's Day advice to everyone who has fathers, didn't have fathers. Listen, every advice you get, throw it in the little, is this gonna work for me or not? Right? It ain't always good just because it comes from an adult authority, right? That don't always mean it's right. Because you an adult don't mean that you got good advice, all right? Let me tell you, it ain't always right. When people say, hey, drink this Kool-Aid, everybody, everybody die, that ain't great advice. It's not great advice. I'm just telling you. So just think about it. Every advice not good advice. That was my Father's Day advice that my pops gave me, talking about sleep. Let the beings be free. No, don't let them free. Put those beings in captivity, okay? Box them up, brief them up. Box them up, brief them up. Box them up, brief them up. Thanks, Pops. May you rest in peace. Hey, Ichy-McScratchy. But you left me a tribe, Pops. You left me a tribe. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, yeah. All right, well, listen. That is the edition, this time, the Father's Day edition of Uncooked Chicken. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken is a comedic grind was on my mind. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken is the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. The The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Ain't no need to edit. Hell yeah, I said it. It's the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Don't you do it. Don't you stop that cast without giving me a cluck. Don't you stop that cast without giving me my proper cluckety cluck cluck cluck. It's like a car trying to start. Oh yeah. Lastly, for real though, or fake news about the concert. That was for real though. I think that was episode 2. Deuces.